power of choice is about empowering our clients to create the lives that they ultimately envision for themselves. Our proprietary approach is designed so that our clients choose their plan, they choose their course of action, and we are here merely as a guide to assist our clients along their path of self-realization. That's our philosophy.
You have to get the external environment, the people who could support sobriety, the activities, the external structure in their life to help them not fall back into relapsing patterns.
In therapy, what we want to do is get to the underlying core emotional issues that drive an addiction. That's really the first step and the first sort of task of therapy, is to discover what are those emotions underneath.
It was important to create a program that was amenable to the needs of our clients, as opposed to forcing our clients to be amenable to the methodology of our program. We have adopted a multifaceted approach by contracting with the very best clinicians in the field of addiction care, who all work together synergistically, building and expanding upon each other's specific practice area, while cumulatively moving our clients forward toward their specific goals.
What we're looking to do is find out the causes, not just the symptoms that present, but also the causes. Look at what organ systems are out of balance, what else is going on in your environment, what's happened to you, where you're from, the choices you make. In Chinese medicine, we look at a whole litany of conditions, and from that we create a diagnosis and look at how to make the system work in flow again, in harmony.
Typically, when a client only is working with ameliorating the symptoms around their drinking or their drugging or their food addiction, they're not getting to the core issue, and that is typically why I see so much relapse.
Once an individual begins to heal, we know that the healing process is incremental. We start the process, and through energy medicine, we activate what we refer to as momentum. Once enough momentum begins to take place, the healing process then begins to take hold.
I believe trauma is a lack of choice, at least the perception that there is not a choice. And that's because people get locked in fight, flight, and freeze, the hindbrain's survival mechanism. And those responses are really something that can be changed through somatic experiencing, and people actually regain their life.
Our clinicians work together to create that aha moment for our clients, where they finally get it. That moment where they finally understand why I continually engage in self-destructive behavior even when I know what the consequences will be. Why I continually resort to using drugs and alcohol as a coping mechanism, and ultimately why I am not okay. With this new information, we are then able to begin the process of healing the body, healing the mind, and nourishing the soul.
It's all about conscious eating. It's about the power of choice, choosing the path that you want to take. But you want to take a path that can nourish your body, your mind, your spirit, and food. Food can be used as medicine.
The human soul basically isn't meant to follow orders. The human soul is meant to explore and express itself in its own way, as every human being has its own style of expression. And I'm exercising my body, I exercise my mind, I exercise my emotions, because every single one of those three needs work on a daily basis.
Taking apart our decision-making process, looking at repeated unhealthy behaviors, and gaining a deeper understanding of the root causes that have been guiding us down our self-destructive path is an important step in learning how to make healthy, self-supportive choices going forward.
Why I love the power of choice is because this is all about empowering the client here. It's a very holistic approach, which is how I work with my clients. You know, they don't just look at the mind and the body as separate from, the spirit being. It's all touched into one, because if that one person is just focusing on one aspect, then they're absolutely neglecting these other major components. And then only one part is being treated. And again, that's going to really create such a higher level of care for the client, where the relapse rate is just dramatically reduced, because you're taking this with an integrative approach, which is just extremely powerful. And to me, that's everything right there for the success of the client.
It's very important and utterly crucial that one not only knows that their higher power lives within them, but they have the actual sacred experience vibrationally of what that feels like.
Effective treatment in working with addictions involves working with core underlying emotional issues, also works on teaching the person tangible strategies that they can take with them following treatment.
Understanding why we feel the way that we feel and understanding why we make the choices that we make is a critical key to being able to create a happy and healthy life. Everyone's path is different, and for each person there's a unique path to healing, and that is why we do not use labels, we do not believe in preset dogmatic methods, and we certainly do not align ourselves with any one approach. Abstaining from drugs and alcohol is not the goal. Sobriety is the goal, and there is a difference. That is the power of choice.